Hey, I'm in a section of our woods known as the beech knoll. You can see that right there, that big huge beech tree. The one right there. Used to be dozens of them all over this hillside. And a long time ago, I guess my family used to have picnics on this little knoll. You can see there's a little stream over there, big swamp over there. I just come across, I've kicked a dozen shotgun shells around and a little piece of pipe. But I just come across this. That's a chain off a trap. The cool thing is, it still has an ID tag on. So let me get my toothbrush out and clean that up and see if I can identify the name on that. Okay, I'm digging in the yard of my old house. I've been finding a ton of beer and soda cans, a bunch of old toy parts and miscellaneous different things I'll show in the end. But this is my first coin. It's the first time I started hunting. It's a nickel. Hold on a second. Get my brush out here. See if we can get a date. Yeah, I'm rubbing it. Oops, sorry about covering up the screen there. I believe that's 97. 1997D. I doubt you can see that there. Sunlight here, maybe you can see it. 97D. Woohoo. First coin of the season. Okay, still in the yard here. Found an old lead diving weight, chunk of solder. Our sandbox used to be right by this big maple tree. Found a couple of spoons that Mom probably was looking for. Little toy plow, handle for a shovel. Oh, Manny, you lost it. I got another penny. This is the first penny I found. Oh, go on. Hold on, I can't see the date. 1971D. Hey, first penny. Okay, doing a wrap up here. You seen in the beginning of the video this chain from a trap. It says the name on it is Lawrence RD1 Rome, New York. That goes back a ways because using RD rural delivery for mailing was dates before 911. And I kicked a bunch of shotgun shells around up there in the woods. I probably shot a lot of them in my life. Went across the road into another woods where I lost a ring years ago. I think that's a spike off a spike-tooth harrow. Then I went to a third location that was a house site in 1907 map I found. And I found a chunk of aluminum. That could have been there anytime. Then I went to that was my house I grew up in, my dad's old house. My brother lives there now. And I found a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, a couple weeks ago I was looking at my nephew's house. Property he just bought. Somebody burned the house down while he was in the process of buying it. And I found my first buckle. I don't know if you can see the pattern on that. It's kind of a, I don't know, it's brass or copper. Got kind of a pattern around there, but it was my first buckle. I found that in the cellar hall amongst a bunch of other junk. Okay, in my dad's yard, a ton of beer and soda cans. This thing was one of them spotlights that stuck out through like on a cop car. When I was a little kid, we used to play with that, pretend it was a gun. I found that in the yard. That's a crank to an old pop-up camper that's in the yard. Big piece of pipe was in the yard. That door hinge. I don't know what that is, just a piece of scrap metal. That's off an old toy wagon or something. That's where the axle would have snapped in. I think that's a side off a little toy wagon. That's a bearing cap. This is a piece of an International Harvester tractor. I don't know if that's part of the cab or corn planter hopper or what that was, off from a toy tractor of some sort. Nail, piece of scrap. That's a fender off a toy tractor. One of those. Little garden trowel. Cat scratcher. Another little car. My brother said he can remember that little car. I found next to the tree where our old sandbox used to be, I found 2 wooden spoons. Found that in the front yard. Piece of solder. I did find 2 coins. 1971 P nickel and a 1970 D or 71 D penny. Seen me find them in the hall. I found a diving weight. That was something my brother had when he was years ago. One of our old fire trucks by the sandbox. The handle of my old toy shovel. And like I said, a whole pile of them things that come up as a quarter and then it'd drop to iron and then back up to penny, and it just give you all kinds of crazy signal, and there was a bunch of them in the yard. But that's my hoard for today. Thanks for watching.